January 21st, 2017. 409 planned marches, over 4 million people nationwide. The 2017 Women's March on Washington was the largest single-day protest in U.S. history. But to understand where women's rights movements are heading, it's important to look back at how far they've come. Less than a century ago, women in the United States were fighting for their right to vote. In 1913, the suffrage movement was in full swing, and a woman by the name of Alice Paul was organizing the first national effort calling for a constitutional amendment. If U.S. history has taught us anything, it's that presidential inaugurations often act as catalysts for protests. On March 3, 1913, the day before Woodrow Wilson's inauguration, 8,000 suffragists, 9 bands, 20 floats, and 4 mounted horses marched past the White House down Pennsylvania Avenue and through tens of thousands of onlookers, most of whom were men. Protesters were verbally and physically assaulted, police were indifferent. And by the end of the day, more than 100 marchers were hospitalized. The mistreatment of the marchers led to congressional hearings and eventually the 19th Amendment that secures the vote for women. Ever heard of the legendary bra-burning feminists? Well, the burning part is a myth, but in 1968, nearly 400 women protested outside of the Miss America pageant to protest the pageant's promotion of ludicrous beauty women are conditioned to take seriously. As the pageant was taking place, feminists marched around a so-called freedom trash can and tossed symbols of feminine oppression in, like high heels, makeup, and bras. Rumors swirled that the trash can was then set on fire, sparking the myth and stereotype of the bra-burning feminist. But the protest was actually flame-free and was widely covered across the country. The Equal Rights Amendment, or ERA, granted women the same rights as men and inspired demonstrations throughout the 1970s and early 80s. The amendment was passed by Congress, but had 10 years to reach the 38 states needed to write it into the U.S. Constitution. States that resisted ratifying the ERA sparked marches across the nation. The largest demonstration was in 1978 when over 100,000 supporters rallied in Washington. Despite over a decade of protests, the Equal Rights Amendment was never ratified, and women are not equally protected under the Constitution to this day. Since the ERA marches, there have been several waves of women-driven movements. The Million Mom March, the Slut Walk, Take Back the Night, and the March for Women's Lives are just a few that have brought hundreds of thousands of women and men together in peaceful protest. It's easy to say the current wave of female empowerment started in January 2017, with millions of women coming together to rise up around the country. But looking back, the fight for women's rights in America has been an ongoing battle for over a century.